Welcome once again to a BeerNative Beer Review. My name's Steve Jaguar. If you're new to the channel, all the usual stuff's down below. You know what to do. Please subscribe, tell your friends, stick it on a Reddit group, Facebook, whatever it is you want to do. That would be awesome. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, let's get down to it. This is a new brewery for me. I've seen them around. Their art is really recognizable, but weirdly, I've just never had one. So this is, and you can see let's put it back here. This is going to be Gurr, a West Coast IPA at 7% by Beak Brewery. How is their West Coast? I don't know. If you saw the review I did, must have been last week by Basqueland. Imperable it was called. We'll stick that just up here. It said it was the benchmark West Coast IPA. It got a good score, but that just calls for me to grab another West Coast IPA and run a comparison, right? So that's what I'm doing. And you can do the same thing, and you can see which one do I want to go get. Of course, the good news about the Basqueland is it was a core range. This is not a core range. Let's take a quick look at let's get to know Beak, shall we? Let's see if I can bring them up on the screen. Boom. Here we go. The online store. Free shipping over 50 pounds. That seems like a pretty standard. It seems like a lot though. Free shipping over 50. Anyway, there's their online store. Not a lot of information here. They have a newsletter. You probably get discount codes and crap. Let's pop through and take a look at what we got going on. So this, you probably already gathered the art theme, right? Like this dude here, the logo, giant beer. I don't understand it. I'm not going to claim it. It looks like they've got somebody consistently doing this work though. At the moment, you can get this Strangers, Lulla, and Parade IPA all looking pretty good, and a bunch of other stuff actually. They certainly aren't holding back on gift cards. Oh, okay, sure. Anyway, yeah, bunch of stuff. But I didn't see the one that I got here. The one I've got, which is actually sitting right here, is Gurr West Coast. And I have had it, I've seen it in shops for a while, so I went looking for it. And I found it here in Backyard Beers. You can get it for $5.75. It's not super cheap, low stock, so it must be they're cycling through. They do seasonals, and it's getting to the end of the season. So if you want to run and grab it, just search for Gurr, Beak Brewery, and locations where you can get it will certainly pop up. Here's where Beak Brewery actually is. I didn't know. I looked it up. It's in Lewes. Do you say that Lewes or Lewes, do you think? Lewes. I don't actually know how to say that. I've seen it written, but I've never said it. Let's back out so you get an idea. It's near Brighton. It's in West Sussex. Where are we talking here? There's Kingston. There's Brighton right there. And if you don't know where Brighton is, way down at the bottom of the UK, below London. Let's get London on here. There we go. There's London right there. There's Tunbridge Wells. That's where I think Good Things Brewing lives. And there's tons. You can see England. Look at the cities that come up. The United Kingdom is pretty dense with cities. They've been around a while. So there we go. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to dive in and check out Beak Brewery on the whole. We can learn a little bit more about them. I don't think there's a history here. I went to the About once. And you can see they've got a really nice tap room. They have this food thing that's starting called Beak Eats or something. But you can see they've got a lot of friends. North Brew, Partisan Beavertown, Burning Sky, Lure the Monk. And they've got all sorts of interesting things coming up. And I think particularly their food. I'd really like to go there. But that would be post-lockdown. We can do that. Maybe I'll film something live. That would be pretty awesome. But let's test this out. I'm expecting, as a West Coast, of course, malts to take a back seat and hops to come flying out of the can like it just did, which is nice. I didn't see a description of let's bring Gurr back up, or let me just take a quick look and see if they call out the hops that are involved in this particular one. Extra pale malt, so back seat, as I said, extra pale. And 18 grams per liter. Nice stats of Chinook, Citra, Centennial, and Amarillo. California ale yeast. Oh, and they have a strain called London Fog of California ale yeast, their own yeast. Very good. Lots of good stats there. Very, very nice. All right, that's grapefruit peel pine. It smells really tropical. Yeah, and kind of lemony. Let's pop that in my beer bods. Wow, I can see right through that, right? That's super pale. It's frothing in the same way. So let's pour a little bit of that. Put it down. Wow, that is lively. That just sprawling to life. Let's give it a little. Yeah, it's got that. You know how you can tell it's going to be like a chewy, rubbery pininess, which is what you expect from West Coast, which rocks. When you smell it, which is weird. You ever get that where I've referred to this several times, and I think it's just stuck in my head. But when you open up an air mattress, that's another good one. There's a rubbery smell that is well, until you smell it in beer, you think it's unpleasant until you realize it's associated with quite nice flavors. So there's that. I'm not necessarily saying stone fruit, but certainly peel. All right, let's go. Oh, it's got like a candy. That's nice. The bubbles are going away, so I'm getting a little bit of a change in what we're smelling. It's really good. It's making my mouth water. So let's go. Holy crap. That just attacked my face. It does say piney, pine and grapefruit peel in one of the descriptions I read, but it's aggressive. Let's try again, because let's let it settle. Wow. All the floral, actually almost, there is floral. It's almost like a rose. And I want to say lilac, like the smell of that. And then there's one other, maybe violet, but I think I'm going to go with that. Like almost like soapy bitterness to it, but heavy on the pith. If you like pine and you like floral, hard floral, that's a boatload. Wow. I guess I associate that with Chinook. I've said this before. Heavy pine, citrus taking a back seat, bit of Amarillo there, but wow, that's heavy. All right. Whew, it's even not much to say about it. It's just surrounding my mouth. I don't want to, you do not, this is not hot summer day, glug, glug, glug. No, 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 no. This is a gray, actually, it's probably perfect for today. It's about 10 degrees outside. It's gray. It's like, nah, this is kind of livening me up. My brain is awake. I feel it's like a mint tea. There's a bit of mint in there. Yeah, that's where we are. It's interesting. I I'm on the fence. I like it because it's so interesting, but I don't know if I would probably never have two in a row. It's just too much. Scoring. All right. Let's do packaging. Art. Let's take a look here again. What's that bear doing, right? I Something about that weird almost Picasso-y simplicity. Well, not that Picasso was simple, but you know what I mean. The abstraction, almost like a child's drawing. Uh, it jumps out at me. If I saw this in a supermarket or I saw it anywhere, I'd go, "That's Beak Brewery." I mean, you could criticize and all you want and say, "Well, I could draw that." I probably couldn't draw that. Maybe you could draw that, but I like it. It gets the message across. It's a quirkiness that makes me feel like I want to go visit them. So I'm going to give them a 4 on the art and the fact that the art's unique and it's thematic. That's very cool. Packaging is standard. It's 3. So kicking off with a nice round 7. Accuracy on West Coast. Yes. You dialed back the malt. The malt's just there to create the booze. And you amplified almost too much so the hop forwardness and the pininess of that West Coast powerhouse. So I kind of think uniqueness. Nope. I'm gonna give a 5 on accuracy because this is crushing it, right? Almost too much so. Uniqueness, overblown West Coast IPA. It's a 3, right? It's pretty standard. It's not cliche. So that's an 8. Now we're at a 15. Do I like it? I'm just probably gonna go with yes, I do. It's a novelty because it's so powerful for me. I think just dialing it back a little bit has been good. So it's not like I don't like it. I would feel mean giving it I'm going to give it a 7, I think. 15 and 7 is 22. 22 is a pretty fair score. Maybe 7.5. That feels good. So let's go 22.5. Let's do that. I feel good about that. All right. 22.5. I'm going to pop this on Untappd shortly. I quite enjoy doing the new system that I've got, and I'm going to stick it on my map. I'm getting really close to automating I run one script after I do my Untappd check-in, and it populates everything, the videos, the map. It's like this close. And when it works, I will do a special edition review, and I will even show you, I'll even do it. I'll show you how it works. So I'll do a review, and I'll upload the previous one. You can watch it all happen and how cool that is. That'll be a great special video. Until then, though, if you're new to the channel, reminder again, give this video a thumbs up, hit me up on Instagram, friend me on Untappd. My name's Steve Jaguar, all one word. There it is, just coming on the screen, just about. I always get this backwards. There it is. Whoa, yep. I always accept all the friends. The problem with Untappd is that maybe I don't have notifications on or something. I never see when people connect to me. So if I don't do it right away, don't worry, I will. Until then, though, this has been a review of a punchy as heck Beak Brewery Gurr West Coast IPA. If you can find it, go grab it. If not, well, it looks like they got some pretty cool things following it up very quickly. So that is the end. My name's Steve. This has been BeerNative. Steve out.